Hey Mom, I know it sounds bad, but can you not come to my wedding? I'll be fine with just Dad being there that day.
What?
The venue's kinda cramped, and with your wheelchair it might be a bit hard to fit others. I invited a few guests, so the venue will have a bunch of tables and seats filling out the space. Likely can't make a path for your wheelchair to pass through.
If that's the issue, then don't worry about it. I have a compact wheelchair that I can use. And if that's still too much, then I can have your father help carry me around.
There's no need for all that, just don't come to the wedding.
How could you? I'm your mother, Adam. All I want to see you is getting married.
You know what? I'll just be honest with you. My fiancée doesn't want you to come to the wedding.
What? Holly said that?
Truth is, she really isn't all that fond of you. She told me that if it's possible, she doesn't want you to be at the wedding.
I had the feeling she was like that. She won't even look at me to talk, and when she does talk to me, she's always pretty rude. But what did I do for her to dislike me that much? What terrible thing have I done for her to not want me at your wedding?
It's 'cause you're in a wheelchair, Mom. She really isn't fond of disabled people. You know how you got into an accident that paralyzed your legs all those years ago? Holly thinks that you're gonna force her into taking care of you once you get older. She's very suspicious of your kindness towards her, that you're being nice to have her be guilty enough to take care of you.
I have never had such intentions towards anyone. I have never even once thought of having someone, especially her, to take care of me. How shallow can she be to dislike me over an unlikely scenario?
Well, anyways, don't come to the wedding, okay? This is our request. Just please try to understand.
Sorry for texting randomly, Holly, but I just don't understand. I get that you don't like me, but could you at least allow me to attend the wedding? I really just want to see my son getting married in person. Ugh, I didn't want to talk to you directly, so I had Adam text you. Yet here you are, still texting me. Don't be that way, please. Not wanting me to attend because I'm in a wheelchair is way too unreasonable. I don't have any intentions of having you take care of me when I get older, okay? So please don't treat me like this, please. All I wanted was to get along with you. Ha! Yeah, well that's not happening. Plus, nothing about being in a wheelchair is normal. What? Also, you say that you won't have me take care of you, but I know that you're lying. As soon as the wedding is over, there is no doubt that you'll turn that sweet attitude around. I've heard the stories. I have no plans to do anything like that to you. You're all talk. I don't trust you one bit, which is why I refuse to have you over at our wedding. I'm perfectly fine with the bare minimum relationship we have now. Bare minimum? I'll show my face at your funeral, though. Other than that, I don't want to interact with you. Therefore, please don't attend my wedding. Thanks. How rude! Just so that we're clear, your son is also on board with this. If anything, he was the one who suggested not inviting you to the wedding. He claimed to be so tired of you. What did you just say? I've heard many things from him. How he had to take care of you from such a young age. Since you're in a wheelchair, he had to take care of everything at the house. There is no way that a mother like that wouldn't push all the responsibility onto the wife. He's trying to protect me from you. How sweet of him. Hang on. That has to be a lie. I've never had him take care of me. I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself, and if not, then my husband would. No chores have ever been forced onto him. Okay, so, are you trying to say that your son is lying to me? Having to take care of his mother all his life, only to be called a liar? Like I said, he has never been forced to take care of me. Anyways, don't come to our wedding. We both don't want you to talk to us. Fine, if that's how you guys feel. Hello, Holly. It's been a while. I heard from a mutual friend that you've had a child. Is that true? Somebody at the hospital mentioned seeing you guys. Yes, just last week. A very adorable baby boy. Oh, wow. Why haven't you guys told me about this? Not knowing about my own grandson's birth and then having to find out by someone else. How do you think we feel? Why should I care about how you guys feel? I just had no reason to tell you guys about it. There's no law stating that I have to inform you guys about it. Well, yeah. Ugh, I didn't want to tell you guys anything about him. Me and Adam had agreed to hide this from you, but it can't be helped, I guess. You have my permission to send us a gift. Huh? A gift? You know, like money? For the birth of your cute grandson, you can transfer $10,000 to my account. $10,000? Oh, and just so that we're clear, I won't allow you to meet him. I don't want to see you, so... You're kidding. I can't meet him, but I can send money for him? Of course! His legs might become paralyzed just by your touch. He will never see his wheelchair-bound grandmother. Just send over the money, okay? How can you say such mean things? I mean, not inviting me to the wedding and now this? On top of that, you completely disrespect me. Even I have a limit on how much I can handle. I've been at the point for a while. It's why I've done all these things, haven't I? So, if you've reached that limit, then stop messaging me. That way, you won't deal with all my rude comments towards you. What did you say? I bet you only see our son as someone who'll take care of you as well. I'm here to stop that from happening. Me and my son will never be looking after you. That's fine. Stop texting me. If you don't have any intentions of making us take care of you, then you have no reason to contact us. As you wish. Just know that this also means you can't contact me. Huh? Just telling you that we will not be helping you at all in the future if you need us. Who in the world would need help from someone in a wheelchair? Stop saying stupid things and disappear already. Please, help! Gabby! What? Please help! Just this once. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? No contact for 10 years and now you're here asking for help? You volunteer at elementary schools, right? Talking about being in a wheelchair, right? Yes, I get asked to talk about it. I just went one last week. That school you went to last week is the one my son attends. What? You guys took a picture at the end, right? It was sent to us a few days ago. Adam, without thinking, called you mom, and our son figured it out. Figured out? What were you trying to hide? Were you perhaps telling him that I had died? We told him exactly that. Oh my. But Adam just had to ruin it. Plus, you talked about a lot of things, didn't you? How we've cut ties with you. Yeah, I did talk about that. Somebody asked if I had any hard times, so I talked about that. I mentioned that not having family members who is understanding can be rough. Well, because of that, my son is now accusing us of being those family members. He was so interested in your speech, now he's mad at us for doing such horrible things. Oh my, what a kind son you've raised. I could cry from happiness to hear that. I'm gonna cry for a whole different reason. He won't listen to a word I say. Nothing is working, so we're gonna bring him over to your place. What? Over to our place? He won't believe a word we say, so I need you to explain to him that we're completely okay. Huh? Why not? You finally get to meet your grandchild. It's up to you guys to think about a reason why you haven't met yet. Why would I do something like that? Just because you guys are in need of help doesn't mean you can contact me. The only thing you can do is to tell him the truth. If he hates you for that, then that's your fault. I have no intentions of lying to my grandchild. Shut up! You finally get to meet your grandchild, so do as I say. We are visiting this weekend, okay?
Mom, please help. Holly got into a real bad accident. She's in the hospital right now. What do I do?
An accident?
We're heading towards your place, but a car that ran a red light crashed right into us. Me and my son weren't badly injured, but Holly is. She seems to have broken her leg and was taken straight to the emergency room.
Oh no.
I hope she's okay. She was crying so much from the pain. What do I do if she has to live the rest of her life in a wheelchair?
I don't know. You'll figure if that happens.
Aren't you being a bit cold?
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine if you're there. I mean, you were taking care of me when you were younger, right? You'll be fine.
What?
I heard it from Holly. You were complaining to her about how you had to take care of me at such a young age. Although I don't remember anything like that happening.
He got it all wrong, Ma. I just wanted to impress her.
I don't want to hear it. I've already decided that I don't want to deal with you guys anymore.
What? Come on.
My grandson is an exception, though. That boy has done nothing wrong. I'll watch him while you go to the hospital to check on Holly.
Really? That helps a lot. I couldn't leave him alone since he's in elementary still.
Tell me where he is. Your father will go pick him up.
Thanks so much. I'll send you the address right now. Just give me a minute.
What do I do, Gabby? Both my legs are broken. I have to be on a wheelchair for the next while. They told me not to expect to be able to walk for at least a few years. A few years is pretty good. I mean, I can't walk ever again due to my accident. You're lucky. This is far from lucky. Everything hurts and I can't move. I have never landed in a hospital before, but now I'm wheelchair bound. Suddenly being wheelchair bound is a very unsettling experience. I understand how you feel. I did not want to burden my children. It was such a hard time. Could you help us out for a while? I want you to help out with the house for a bit. What? I'm gonna be in a hospital for a while, but my Adam has work, and my son is just in elementary school. Could you help with the cooking and cleaning? Also, could you teach me how to live while being on a wheelchair? I kindly decline. You guys can figure it out. Uh-huh. I've said it before, but I won't be helping you guys at all, so don't bother asking. So just because you got injured from an accident doesn't mean I am gonna let go of everything and help you out. Please don't be so mean. The situation changed from back then. You surely can help out your son and his wife. You guys were the one who cut us off, so you guys can deal with the consequences. But we have a child that's still in elementary to care for. With nobody around to take care of the house, he will be most upset.
There's no need to worry, Mom. I'm gonna stay with Grandma.
What?
You okay, Mom? I only got a few scratches, so I'm okay. It hurt a little, but I didn't cry.
Sean, why are you talking through Gabby's phone?
Dad said he was busy, so he told me to stay here. So I'm here with Grandpa and Grandma's house.
Really?
Grandpa and Grandma are so nice. They told me how much they wanted to meet me, so I'm gonna stay here with them while you're in the hospital, okay? Plus, Dad can go to work without worry.
What did you say?
I also said sorry to them for all the mean things you did and said to them. You guys need to say sorry to them after you get out, too. Making fun of someone for being in the wheelchair is very rude.
What?
Grandpa and Grandma are so nice. They told me that I don't need to apologize. Grandma can do everything by herself even though she's in a wheelchair. It's so cool. She can drive, cook, and make snacks. Her food tastes better than yours too, Mom.
Sean, are you really planning on staying over with them the entire time?
It helps you guys out if I do that, right? Dad can't really cook and he's always busy with work. I did ask Grandma to come over to our house, but she told me that you guys don't allow her to. So that means that me staying with them is the only option.
This can't be happening.
So I asked if I could stay here with them to help you guys out. They told me that of course I can stay. So I'm going to stay here until you get out of the hospital. I can't visit you at the hospital, but I'll be waiting for you here. Get better soon.
What? You're not gonna visit me?
You're too far for me to go alone. And Grandma told me that she promised not to see you, so she can't take me either. I'll just wait here until you get out, okay?
What? No!
Good luck, Mom. I'll be fine over here. It's so much fun over their house. So take your time.
After a few months, Holly finally got released from the hospital. It turns out that the injury she sustained was a lot more serious than they had first expected, resulting in her having to leave while still being wheelchair bound. She has been going to rehab to learn how to walk again, but both her and Adam are having a tough time. It doesn't help that Sean reminds them that they shouldn't have been so mean to me, so they shouldn't judge people in wheelchairs anymore, especially after learning how difficult life can be. Thanks to that, I have been getting many apologetic messages, of course to which I have replied to none of. Liam still visits us by himself every once in a while, my adorable little grandson.
Elizabeth, the payment deadline is the end of this month. When can I come pick up the money? I don't have plans this weekend, so I could come to your place. What? What payment are you talking about, Amanda? Seriously? You forgot something this important? Elizabeth, the payment deadline for our wedding is the end of this month. What? I mean, the total wedding cost is $50,000, which has to be paid to the venue by the end of the month. We'll prepare $20,000, so you'll need to prepare the remaining $30,000, please. Excuse me? Why should I prepare $30,000? The wedding reception should be paid for by the bride and groom. What? You're really not going to help? This is your son's wedding too, you know. I've been planning everything for months, and we agreed on this beautiful venue. Do you want Connor to have a cheap wedding? Really not going to help? I don't recall ever discussing payment arrangements with you. When did we agree I would cover part of the costs? Exactly. It's our wedding, but it's an important event for you too, right? Plus, I'm this cute and charming girl who's becoming your daughter-in-law, so it makes sense for you to pay your share. Don't all mothers want their sons to have perfect weddings? I thought you'd be excited to contribute. Connor said you'd be happy to help. Connor said that? I find that hard to believe. I've never heard of that making sense. I was planning to give a nice wedding gift, but I'm not responsible for the ceremony costs. That's not how this works, Amanda. Oh, come on! Don't tell me you were counting on my money to plan this wedding. I went with the more expensive venue because I thought you'd help. Are you going to make us downgrade everything at the last minute? Is that the kind of impression you want to make on my family? That's exactly right. So the $50,000 for the costs is definitely covered by your savings, right? If you planned a $50,000 wedding, you should have the money to pay for it. It's not my responsibility to cover costs I never agreed to. We do have it, but why won't you contribute? Everyone I know had help from their in-laws. My friend Jessica's mother-in-law paid for half of their wedding. My cousin's in-laws covered the entire reception. It's your important son's wedding. You have plenty of inheritance money, so you could at least help out. I don't understand why you're being so difficult about this. Inheritance money? What inheritance money are you talking about? Yes, from your husband who passed away early. Connor told me there was a decent amount, so don't try to hide it. He mentioned you received a substantial sum when his father died. That's why I wasn't worried about the venue cost. I assumed you'd want to use some of that money for Connor's special day. I don't know what you heard from my son, but my husband's inheritance is long gone. It was all used up ages ago. I had to raise Connor on my own after his father passed. That money went toward giving him a good childhood and education. What? So you were counting on the inheritance money? I'm speechless at how presumptuous you are. Is there really no inheritance left? You spent it all? How irresponsible! Normally, people save some of that for their children, right? Like, here's your dad's money, use it well. That's what usually happens, isn't it? You were supposed to save it for Connor, not blow through it all yourself. I wish I could have done that, but we didn't have that kind of money. I barely had enough to support myself and Connor at the time. The inheritance was completely used up. I had to make difficult choices as a single mother. Every penny went toward providing Connor with a stable home and good opportunities. I never blew through anything. You're kidding me. This can't be happening. I was so sure there was still inheritance money. I even thought you hadn't touched any of it. I thought you'd give it all to us. That's why I've been so nice to you all this time. I put up with all your boring stories and pretended to care. Is that so? I can't believe you were thinking that. Amanda, you're more greedy than I thought. I'm shocked you'd admit something like this. I'm not the greedy one. You are. I mean, using up all of your husband's inheritance? What was the point of me sucking up to you all this time? All that fake niceness was for nothing. Do you know how many times I had to sit through your tedious photo albums? How many times I pretended to enjoy your terrible cooking, and now I find out there's no payoff? What? So your attitude was all calculated? You were only being kind to me because you thought I had money? I actually thought you enjoyed spending time with me. Obviously, I thought you had money, so I put on this sweet act to impress my future mother-in-law. And now it was all wasted. I can't believe this. Do you know how hard it was to listen to all your stories about Connor's childhood? To pretend I cared about your gardening hobby? To act interested in your book club? All for nothing. I thought you were a sweet and wonderful daughter-in-law, but it was all just an act? I'm so disappointed in you, Amanda. I genuinely enjoyed our time together. I thought we were building a relationship. This is truly heartbreaking to hear. If there's no inheritance, fine. I'll have to reconsider our future relationship. What's the point of having a broke mother-in-law? You'll probably expect us to support you when you're older. Well, I'll be going now. Please don't contact me unless it's absolutely necessary. I need to figure out how to come up with another $30,000 by the end of the month. Thanks for nothing.
Mom, I'm sorry. Did Amanda send you some weird messages? Did she ask about the inheritance or something? I just saw her on her phone looking upset. I hope she didn't say anything inappropriate.
She sent some extremely strange messages. She demanded I pay for wedding costs and asked about your father's inheritance. She also admitted she was only nice to me because she thought I had money. Is this really the person you're marrying, Connor? I'm very concerned.
I'm really sorry. I had no idea she would contact you about money. I'm shocked she would say those things about pretending to like you. That's not the Amanda I know. I'll talk to Amanda properly later. This is completely unacceptable.
Before that, you need to explain this to me. It seems you told Amanda about your father's inheritance. Does that mean you're after the inheritance too? Have you been giving her false expectations? I thought I raised you better than that.
No, that's not it. I did mention the inheritance, but Amanda completely misunderstood and went in a weird direction. I would never expect you to pay for our wedding, and I definitely never told her to ask you for money. I'm horrified that she did this.
So what exactly did you tell her? She made it sound like I'm living luxuriously off your father's inheritance. Like I'm selfishly hoarding money that should be yours. I need to understand what gave her this impression.
It just came up naturally in conversation. She asked if things were hard growing up in a single-parent household, so I told her that thanks to Dad's inheritance we didn't struggle too much. But she totally misunderstood and now thinks there's enough inheritance to live on forever. I never implied you were rich or that there was any money left. I was just trying to explain that we weren't destitute after Dad died.
You've got to be kidding me. She turned that into thinking I'm sitting on a fortune. I worked so hard to make sure you had a normal childhood.
Of course I tried to clear things up, but the more I denied it, the more suspicious she became. Like, you must really have it if you're trying this hard to hide it. She thought that if she asked you for wedding costs, you'd cover everything. She kept saying that all mothers want to contribute to their son's wedding. I tried to explain that wasn't how you operated, but she wouldn't listen.
So that's why she contacted me. She's been planning this behind your back? Connor, I'm worried about your relationship. Just to be clear, Connor, you do have enough saved for the wedding, right? You're not counting on your parents at all, are you? Because I'd hate to think you're in the same mindset as Amanda.
I'd never count on you for that. Of course we're planning to pay the full amount ourselves, and we've been saving for it. I'm so ashamed of Amanda right now. We've been saving for over a year for this wedding. We absolutely have the funds. I have no idea why she would try to get more money from you.
Then I'll stick to my plan and not pay a cent. I'll give a wedding gift in the amount that feels right to me. Don't expect an extravagant gift, not after these disturbing messages. I'm genuinely questioning whether I should attend at all.
Your feelings are more than enough. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to skip it after this. And I'm really sorry about all this. I never imagined Amanda would behave this way. I need to have a serious conversation with her about our values. I'll properly explain everything to Amanda before the wedding. This is completely unacceptable behavior.
You'd better. Please do that. Otherwise, I won't feel comfortable attending the wedding. I can't sit there pretending everything is fine, not knowing she's been faking her affection for me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll talk to her tonight when I get home. I'm sorry she hurt you, Mom.
So make sure you have a good talk with Amanda, and let me know how it goes. Hey, Elizabeth, what were you thinking at the wedding yesterday? That was seriously messed up. You barely even smiled in the photos. Everyone noticed how cold you were. What? What are you talking about? I thought I was perfectly pleasant. Yeah, you didn't contribute a penny to the wedding costs, and your gift was only a few $1,000s. Is this how you show you care about your son? My parents gave us 10 times what you did. Amanda, what exactly are you unhappy about? I told you from the beginning I wouldn't help with the wedding costs, and a few $1,000s is a pretty decent gift. I thought the wedding was lovely, and I was genuinely happy for you both. I don't understand why you're messaging me like this. I see. So you're saying our wedding is only worth a few thousand to you. You're saying it's not worth any more than that. Do you know how much weddings cost these days? Your gift barely covered the flowers. My friends' in-laws gave them down payments for houses as wedding gifts, and all we get is a few $1,000s? What? I'm not responsible for what other people's in-laws give them. I gave what I could comfortably afford. I thought it was a generous gift. This is the first time I've been so blatantly disrespected. But fine, if that's how it's going to be, I'll accept the challenge. I'm cutting ties with you. I won't force Connor to choose, but don't expect to be welcome in our home. Don't expect to be included in any future family events. Don't expect to meet your grandchildren, if we have any. Wait a minute, Amanda. How are you interpreting things this way? I'm not trying to pick a fight, and I had no such intention. You're completely overreacting to a normal wedding gift. This is very concerning behavior. Please reconsider what you're saying. No, you were definitely picking a fight with me last night. When a mother-in-law disappoints her daughter-in-law like that, normal people would bring money. But you just showed up to the wedding like nothing was wrong, only bringing a gift. That's clearly picking a fight with me. You should have come to me privately and apologized for not being able to help more. You should have explained your financial situation. Instead, you acted like everything was fine. Amanda, I don't owe you an explanation of my finances, and there was nothing to apologize for. I never promised to pay for your wedding. Even if you don't have your husband's inheritance, a mother should bring a decent amount of money. But you didn't. So either you're picking a fight with me, or you really are broke. Which is it? Are you intentionally disrespecting me, or are you actually poor? Amanda, please calm down. This conversation is getting very inappropriate. I don't think you're in a rational state of mind right now. Maybe we should talk when you've had some time to cool off. I'm worried about you. Come to think of it, Connor explained everything about the inheritance. How you used up all the inheritance and now live on a pension. I thought it was just a lie to throw me off. But was this actually true? Are you actually living on a meager pension? Is that why your gift was so pathetic? Pretty much, yes. Living alone in retirement doesn't cost that much. So, with a modest pension, I can live quite comfortably. I'm not wealthy, but I'm not destitute either. I don't see why my financial situation is any of your business. This obsession with money is alarming, Amanda. Can't help with your son's wedding and living on a pension. Looks like I've been seriously mistaken about you. My eyes are finally open, for real. I thought marrying Connor meant joining a family with resources. I thought his mother would be someone who could help us get ahead in life, but you're just a burden waiting to happen. I finally realized you're just a poor old lady, so let's cut ties right now. I don't need to know about a poor mother-in-law who can't help us at all. I'll tell Connor you were rude to me so he won't question it. He always takes my side anyway. Excuse me? You're definitely not seeing things clearly. Now you're calling me a poor old lady and planning to lie to my son about me? This is beyond inappropriate. I think you need help, Amanda. You're living on a pension, aren't you? That makes you poor, doesn't it? Living on a pension, dipping into your savings, having to carefully budget every month. I have no use for a mother-in-law like that. Let's cut ties before I get dragged into taking care of you later. I'm not going to waste my youth caring for Connor's elderly mother. Not when you can't even help us now when we need it. What? So that's what this is about. You're worried about having to take care of me when I'm older? I can assure you that will never be necessary. I've planned my retirement carefully. You didn't help with the wedding and only gave a few thousand as a gift. I absolutely won't take care of such a stingy poor person. Go away, you pension-dependent old hag. I have no use for a broke mother-in-law. I'll be sure to tell Connor how cruel you were to me after the wedding, how you called me ungrateful and spoiled. He'll never speak to you again.
Apologize to my mother right now! I can't believe what I'm reading! You should be ashamed of yourself!
Huh? Who is this?
How dare you talk to my mother like that? I explained everything to you, but you still expected financial support? And now you're making unilateral declarations to cut ties because things didn't go your way? I'm completely disgusted by your stupidity. And threatening to lie to me about her? Seriously? Did you think I would never find out?
Wait a minute, Connor, is that you? Why are you on Elizabeth's texts? Did she show you our private conversation? That's so inappropriate.
I happen to be with Mom. We're starting our new life in our new place today. We came to get some of my stuff from my old room. Mom didn't show me anything. I've been watching this whole exchange happen. Your behavior is inexcusable.
Oh, I see. So Mom got a message from me and said she would check it, and you've been watching this whole time? You should have let me know you were there. This was supposed to be a private conversation between me and your mother. I wouldn't have been so honest if I knew you were reading everything.
Yes, that's right. Honest is one way to put it. Your honesty has been quite revealing.
This whole time? Wait, you're joking. Have you been watching this conversation from the beginning? Like, from the very first message?
Oh yeah, I saw everything. You're attacking my mom, calling her a poor, pension-dependent lady. I watched it all with my own eyes. Every single insulting word, every threat to lie to me about her. So why don't you explain yourself to me about the wedding costs and my dad's inheritance? We agreed you wouldn't talk to my mom about money, remember? You promised me you'd never bring up financial matters with her. You swore to me that that wasn't why you were marrying me.
You're taking this out of context. I was just upset about the wedding gift. You know how emotional I get sometimes. I didn't mean all those horrible things.
Yet you broke your promise to me and you're being incredibly disrespectful to my mother. What were you thinking? Did you honestly believe I would side with you after seeing how you talked to her? After seeing you threaten to turn me against my own mother with lies? Did you think I would ever choose someone who speaks that way about my mom?
I just couldn't stand it. I had such high expectations for Elizabeth, but she really didn't give us a penny, and I couldn't forgive that. That's why I sent those confrontational messages. I was hurt and disappointed. Can't you understand that? All my friends got substantial help from their in-laws. I just felt like your mother didn't value us.
How does that lead to declaring you're cutting ties? How does that justify calling her a poor old hag? You're acting like a spoiled child. You don't get to say whatever you want just because you're unhappy. Those messages revealed your true character, Amanda. And it's not someone I want to be married to.
Shut up! If she doesn't like it, she can stop being my mother-in-law. I don't want to take care of someone who won't give us money. What's wrong with cutting ties in advance? Don't act like you weren't disappointed too. You always said your mom would help us get started in life. You implied she had resources.
What did you just say? So because she's on a pension, there's no future money in it for you? No help with buying a house or a car or when we have kids? Is that what you're saying? Is this marriage just a financial arrangement to you? Did you marry me for my mom's supposed money?
That's exactly right. There's no point in being nice to someone who can't help us financially. Why should I pretend to like her boring stories and terrible cooking? Why should I spend holidays with someone who has nothing to offer us? Being part of a family should come with benefits.
Is money all you care about? Is that all that matters to you? What about love, respect, support? What about being part of a family that cares about each other?
Of course. Why would I want a mother-in-law with no benefits? A broke mother-in-law deserves to be cut off by her daughter-in-law. It's just practical. We need to surround ourselves with people who can help us succeed, not dead weight who will need our help later.
What if my mom had an annual passive income of $200,000? Would you take back your declaration then? Would that be enough benefit for you? Would you suddenly start respecting her again?
Sure, if she had that, I'd take back what I said. I'd be the perfect daughter-in-law. I'd listen to all her boring stories. I'd help her with anything she needed. But a pension-dependent old lady wouldn't have that kind of money. So, it's a pointless hypothetical.
She does. She actually does have that kind of money.
What?
She has it. $200,000 in passive income. Mom makes $200,000 a year just from stock dividends. She's been investing wisely for decades. That pension you keep mocking, it's just a small part of her income. She lives modestly by choice, not necessity.
Huh? Wait a minute. You're joking, right? That can't be true. $200,000 means she's invested millions. There's no way she has that kind of money. She lives in that small house. She drives that old car. She doesn't even have designer clothes.
That's right, she's making that much. Mom owns significant shares in various companies, so she receives an unbelievable amount in dividends. But she's not flashy or materialistic. She values financial security over showing off. That's why she still lives in our family home. That's why she still drives her reliable car. That's why she spends on experiences rather than status symbols.
Wait, is this really true? Elizabeth is actually wealthy? All this time? But she acts so normal.
After Dad died early, Mom worked incredibly hard. She raised me as a single mother, doing everything she could. She didn't use Dad's inheritance for herself, but spent it all on me. And while working from morning till night, she actively invested. She studied the market, made smart choices, and reinvested her earnings. She sacrificed so much to build that portfolio. That's right. Mom said that as a woman, there's a limit to how much you can earn through regular work. That's why she had to invest. She says it was tough at times, but now she has assets worth millions. I really respect her as her son. She taught me the value of hard work, smart financial planning, and living within your means. She could afford a mansion, but she stays in the home where we have memories. She could buy luxury cars, but she keeps her reliable sedan. She values substance over appearance, something you clearly don't understand.
Wait, so Elizabeth isn't a poor pension-dependent woman? She's actually super rich? But she doesn't act rich at all. She never mentioned any of this. Why would she hide it?
Yes, that's right. She doesn't flaunt her wealth. She doesn't define herself by it. And after seeing how you behave, can you blame her for not advertising it? She can spot gold diggers from a mile away. That's why she never told you.
What's with that? If she has that much money, she could have helped with the wedding costs. She could have paid the full $50,000, not just $30,000. How stingy can she be to not give us a penny? With that kind of money, our wedding costs would be nothing to her. She could have given us a proper start.
You're beyond stingy. You're just a shameless gold digger. No matter how much money my mother has, it's all hers. She earned it while raising me, taking risks, and working hard. We have no right to make demands. The fact that you still think you're entitled to her money after what you've said proves what kind of person you are. You don't care about her. You only care about what she can give you.
But if she has millions, a few $100,000 is nothing. She wouldn't even miss it. Most mothers want to help their children start their married lives. She's just being selfish. Think of what we could do with that money.
Amanda, it seems our values are fundamentally incompatible. I'm heading home now, and we need to talk about divorce. I cannot stay married to someone who views my mother as an ATM. Someone who was planning to lie to me and turn me against her. Someone who only values others for what they can provide financially.
Divorce? You can't be serious. We just got married yesterday. You can't throw away our marriage over one heated conversation. I love you, Connor.
See you later. I've picked up the divorce papers, so I'm heading home. We need to end this before it goes any further. I can see now that you never loved me. You only loved what you thought you could get from my family.
Wait, Connor, I don't want a divorce. We just had our wedding yesterday. Why are you saying this? We can work through this. I was just upset and said things I didn't mean. Please don't make a decision when you're angry.
You're making me say it. I'll return this phone to my mom. I'll listen to what you have to say when I get home, but my mind is made up. I won't stay with someone who treats my mother this way.
How could you do this to me? This is all your fault, Elizabeth. Now I'm getting divorced because of you. If you had just helped with the wedding costs, none of this would have happened. If you had been honest about your wealth, I would have been respectful. I finally got married, and now I'm being thrown away. This can't be happening. All because you had to be so secretive and stingy. Yet it is happening. Thanks to this, you and I are no longer in-laws, just strangers. I couldn't be happier. You've shown your true colors, Amanda, and those colors are very ugly indeed. Take care now. I hope you learned something from this experience. Perhaps about valuing people for who they are, not what they have. Wait, I'm not done yet. You can't just dismiss me like this. Since your actions led to my divorce, at least help me out at the end. You owe me that much. After all, you're the reason my marriage is falling apart. If you had just been upfront about your finances, we wouldn't be here. How exactly did my actions lead to your divorce? I believe your own words and behavior did that. I don't see how this is my responsibility at all. Please lend me some money right now. I wanted to get back at you, so I put all my savings into investments. Then there was a huge crash overnight, and I lost everything. I created a $200,000 debt in just one day. I was trying to build wealth like you did. I thought if I could make a big return quickly, I could show Connor I didn't need your money. But it all went wrong, and now I have nothing. What? Wait, this isn't a simulation or something. This was a real investment? You really put all your savings into it? What kind of investment loses everything overnight? What were you thinking? This sounds extremely reckless. Yes, I did. I thought beginner's luck would help me if I went all in, right? I used margin trading to increase my position. My friend's boyfriend showed me how. He said it was foolproof. But you have $200,000 a year, don't you? You could spare 1 year's worth for me, couldn't you? I'll be the perfect daughter-in-law. I'll help with cooking and cleaning. I'll drive you to appointments. It's a fair trade, right? Stop saying such ridiculous things. I'm enjoying living alone, and I don't need anyone taking care of me, and I have no intention of giving my hard-earned money to anyone, especially not someone who just called me a pension-dependent old hag. Especially not someone who planned to lie to my son about me. Your offer is insulting. Don't be so cold. We're close, aren't we? I made a mistake, but everyone deserves a second chance. I'm desperate here. Please help me just this once. Close? You've broken up with Connor and declared you're cutting ties with me. How dare you contact me now? How dare you claim we're close after everything you've said? Your desperation doesn't change the fact that you showed your true character. Actions have consequences, Amanda. Well, I had no choice. I can't tell my parents about this. They disown me. They invested so much in the wedding. They would be heartbroken to know it's over already. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. In that case, I'll contact your parents for you. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to them directly. They deserve to know what's happened. Perhaps they can help you with your debt. Please don't do that. My parents would be devastated. My father has a heart condition. This news could literally kill him. I haven't even told them about the divorce yet. Please, I'm begging you. Oh, is that so? I'll explain everything then. I'll give them a call now. They should know what their daughter has been up to. They should know about the divorce and about your financial decisions. It's the right thing to do. Afterward, I called Amanda's parents and explained everything that had happened. Over the phone, I heard her father collapse and someone calling for an ambulance. A few days later, Amanda was secured by her furious parents and forcibly sent back to her family home. Apparently, the $200,000 debt was real, and now she's living at home while slowly paying it off. As for my son Connor, he says he's done with marriage for a while, and is focusing entirely on work. He has a strong, reliable presence, just like his father used to have.
Hi, Tanya. Father-in-law told me that you're planning to renovate the house and it's going to be big. Is this true? Hi, Allison. How are you, honey? Yes, since our house is pretty old, I was thinking about renovating the house soon and, been thinking about the future. That's great. Do you have a vision of how you want the new house to look like? Not yet, actually. I might decide with Michelle. What? Why are you asking Michelle? Isn't it normal for you to discuss it with the wife of your oldest son? What? Don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is that Michelle got married last month, so I don't think that she knows you well like I do. We've known each other for like 5 years, right? Yes, but I felt bad because you live far from here. I do live far, but please talk to me about it first. Just because Michelle lives close doesn't mean you can only discuss it with her. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you cared so much about this. It's okay. I kinda knew that you were planning on renovating the house soon, plus ask me for advice, so that's why I already wrote some ideas on a paper. So, why don't you leave it up to me? I will make the perfect two-family house. What? Two-family house? I thought that you said that you've been thinking about the future. Wouldn't a two-family house be perfect? Oh, I want the entrance, kitchen, and the bathroom to be separated. I will send you my idea that I put together, so please look when you have the time, because I don't want a house to look terrible. 1 week later.
Hi, Tanya. It's Michelle. Allison sent me her idea of the new house. Can you tell me what's going on?
Hi, Michelle. Sorry for not letting you know, honey. She heard that I'm going to be renovating the house and said that she needs to take part. Seems like she studied how to build houses, so that's really helpful.
Tanya, Allison definitely wants the house when the renovation is finished.
What do you mean?
Don't you think that it's weird for her to be wanting to be involved in this so much? I don't know if she knows that the new house is going to be for you and us. She thinks that the new house is going to be yours and hers.
Really? I don't think so. I didn't tell Allison that, plus she told me at the wedding that she doesn't want to live with me.
She said that?
Mike got transferred to a different company right after the wedding, but she was pregnant, so I reached out to her and asked if she would like to live with me, because I thought she would feel lonely, but she said hell no.
Wow, she is so mean.
At the beginning, we didn't have a good relationship, but it got better after she moved. So it was really kind of her to send me ideas for the new house.
I see. I guess I was thinking too much. Sorry for being suspicious of her.
Don't worry about it. I know she sent us like a lot of ideas for the house, so it does look like she wants to live here. Well, I am looking at her ideas and now I was thinking, two-family house is not bad actually.
I just don't like how everything is separated. I definitely want a shared space to share with you, Tanya.
Thank you. Let's take time and think about it. Allison's idea is just an example.
Sure.
Let's meet up soon and make the perfect home. 6 months later. Hi, Tanya. Seems like the renovation is not finished yet, but I love the house. This is exactly what I imagined. You're at the house now? Yup. Mike is still working, so I came with the kids. You don't even come during holidays, so I'm surprised.
So what? We're going to be meeting every day, so don't be surprised.
What?
After I move in, we're going to meet every day, which I really don't want, so why don't we make a rule? Since there's one living room, how about using it separately? I will use it during the day and you use it 4 or 5 p.m.?
Why are you the one making the rules?
Do you have a problem? I'm the wife of your oldest son, so I will be in control, okay? So all you have to do is keep your mouth shut and listen to me.
Hold on. Why are you in control? This is not your house.
What are you talking about? We're going to be living together, so don't make a fuss about it.
Living together? Yup, you heard what I said.
To be honest, I didn't want a two-family house, but the entrance and the bathroom are separated, so whatever. I am so confused right now. Why are you going to be living with us? The reason why you are so confused is because you didn't expect us to live together this soon. Sorry for surprising you. What? We're going to be moving in today, even though the house is not finished. Mike will start working at a new company close by and the kids will be changing schools. Are you serious about this? Yes. Oh, come on. You'll be able to live with your grandkids. Didn't you tell me before that you didn't want to live with me? I did? I don't remember. I'm in a tough situation right now, so please understand. What situation? Anyways, I will be living here from today. When will you come? I want to have a family meeting to talk about the rules. You are living in a temporary apartment right now, right? Yes. I was thinking of moving around next week. The first week of the month, right? Perfect. When you move in, please bring 5 grand. This is for the living expense and the rent. What? I thought of splitting the payment in the beginning, but I thought this wasn't fair. Since I will be the busiest person in the family, so I don't need to pay, right? Hold up. 5 grand? Why? Because I can possibly suffer from emotional stress. I will not be paying for the living expense, plus I deserve a pocket money, so that's why it will be 5 grand. Are you for real? Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hate to break it to you, but the house is for Michelle's family and mine. What? Pay? Living expenses? Pay rent money? Give me pocket money? I'm moving in today? Are you out of your mind? I'm getting a headache just from talking to you. Wait, are you serious that the house is for Michelle's family and yours? Excuse me? This house is for me and you. I said it loud and clear that this house is for Michelle's family. What the fuck? I didn't tell you about this, but my husband is in bad health, and Michelle's family asked if it would be nice if we lived together. They said that? Yes. They were looking for a good place to build a house but couldn't find anywhere, so that's why they chose this house to renovate. Seriously? So this is not the house that I'm going to live? How many times do I need to tell you that it's not? Also, you're the one that told me that you didn't want to live together. How did you jump into conclusion that it's your house? Then don't talk about it to begin with. I didn't know it was for Michelle's family. Well, now you know. I will be living with them, and not you. Are there any rooms for us? Of course not. I assumed that you will never visit us, so that's why I didn't make an extra room. Didn't I just come today? I mean, for holidays, you never come to visit us. So I thought it would be a waste to make an extra room. So I used that space to make the living room bigger. What will happen to us though? We all prepared to move in. Well, sorry, but I can't do anything. It's your fault. So please deal with it yourself. Why are you being so mean? Who is the one that gave you advice for your new house? I never asked you for advice. Oh my god, what should I do though? I seriously didn't think that it was going to be their house. I need to tell Mike. The next day. Tanya, I found about Allison's situation. I asked Mike. Oh really? What happened? Well, she's had a hard time bonding with mom friends. They were all pretty conceited, so I think she was influenced by them. Looks like she was ignoring her husband and forcing her kids to study for the elementary entrance exam. Oh no. Really? Haven't heard anything about this. But her kids failed and she said something like, I'm embarrassed to leave the house because my kids were the only ones that failed. She also kept on saying that she wants to leave town. Wow. Seems like she spent a lot of money for the entrance exam, so she didn't have enough money to move. I heard millions of dollars. This is when she heard about your house renovation.
She took this opportunity to live for free even though she didn't want to live together with you. I feel bad for Mike. He needs to work very hard to earn money that she spent. Also, she told him that you were really excited to live with them.
Wow. She is so evil.
I know, right? Well, this is everything that I heard.
I'm so sorry for ignoring you, Michelle.
No, please don't apologize. As long as we are able to live together, nothing matters. I will move in from this week, as I said. I'm very excited.
Me too. A week later.
Hey, Tanya, don't you think it would be better to live with us rather than with Michelle's family?
What?
Living with us will be so much better, you know. You'll be able to meet your cute grandkids every day.
What is wrong with you, Allison? I told you no 1,000,000 times.
Please, I already prepared to move in.
Okay. And I'm surprised how self-centered you are.
Let me tell you something about Michelle.
She was by my side when my husband was taken to the hospital. Where were you? I'd rather love someone who is polite than rude.
I don't believe this.
I heard about your situation, by the way. So you ignored my son and spent millions of dollars for the elementary entrance exam and tried to live with us because you have no money? Why don't you find a job instead of making Mike pay for everything? If you are still thinking that it's Mike's job to pay, then I have something planned. Why don't I become a strict mother-in-law? There are plenty out there.
What? No, Tanya, please.
Have you heard the phrase, work your fingers to the bone? Yeah, this is what you need to do. Do you not know that you need to pay for a lot of things in the future, like your kids' tuition and the house? If you don't work, I can't call you my daughter-in-law anymore.
No, please.
Don't you dare talk back to me. If I say to work, you need to work. Don't expect me to be nice to you anymore. After the incident, Mike was able to return at his old job but went back by himself. He was happy because he told me that he was fighting with Allison every day. Plus, he was able to take care of the money without any problems. Allison and the kids started living at the apartment close from our house with the allowance that Mike sends every month. But since it's not enough, she finally started to work, so after my grandkids finish school, they will come over and stay after she finishes work. I, of course, got permission for this, and Mike sends me money for token of appreciation every month. As of today, I am living my best life. What more could I ask for?
Hello, Marie. Quick update. Alex got into college. Harvard, of course, as expected of my son. Anyway, I'm sending you a list of things we need. Hello, I'm so glad Alex got accepted into college. He worked really hard studying for his exams, so please make sure to praise him plenty. But what list are you talking about? You must be so proud to have a grandson going to Harvard. Not many grandmothers can say that. Of course I'm proud. Alex has always been such a dedicated student. Since you're so proud, you'll want to help prepare him for success, right? He can't show up at Harvard unprepared. What do you mean by prepare? You still haven't answered what list you're talking about either. We want a custom-made suit for the orientation ceremony. And since he's going to live alone near the university, we need the security deposit, first month's rent, furniture, appliances, and his coming-of-age celebration gift. The celebration gift should be at least $3,000. What? What is this? Like I said, it's a list of things we need. We've already started looking at apartments near campus. The security deposits are quite high in that area. I wasn't aware you were expecting me to contribute to these expenses. I'll let you know about the furniture and appliances after we go to the store and decide what he needs. Sarah, please don't charge ahead with the conversation. I don't understand. Don't play dumb. Just because your husband passed away doesn't mean you can act senile. And don't worry, we have no intention of taking care of you or having you live with us, even if Michael is the eldest son. That's quite an assumption about me needing care. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Well, you seem to be having trouble understanding such a simple request. I don't know why you're suddenly talking about lists and furniture and appliances and gifts. Could it be that you're suggesting I should pay for all this for you? Don't be silly. You want to pay for it, don't you? Having a grandson who got into Harvard must be your greatest pride. We thought you'd want to contribute, so we went through the trouble of making this list for you. You made quite a detailed list without even discussing it with me first. Why would we need to discuss it? It's for Alex, your precious grandson. Let me see. A custom-made suit for orientation, security deposit, and first month's rent for his apartment. Furniture, appliances, and a celebration gift of at least $3,000, right? Oh, yes, and since there's both the college acceptance and coming-of-age celebration, the gift should be at least $6,000 combined. I mean, it's for your grandson's college acceptance and coming-of-age, after all. While I'm very happy about Alex getting into college and reaching adulthood, and I certainly want to celebrate, don't you think a suit, deposits, furniture, and appliances go beyond the scope of a celebration gift? Shouldn't you, as his parents, be the ones preparing these things? I can't believe you're being so stingy about this. Do you know how expensive Harvard is? Yes, I'm well aware of Harvard's costs. That's precisely why proper financial planning is important. What are you saying? We're being considerate of your feelings here. You'd want to celebrate, right? And you're just coldly rejecting our thoughtfulness. You've always been so cold-hearted, Marie. Cold? What do you mean by always? You never offer to help unless we ask. A real grandmother would volunteer to help without being asked. I prefer to let parents handle their responsibilities unless they request assistance. You don't want me butting in at every turn, do you? Well, when Alex was preparing for his entrance exams, we thought you'd want to help with his prep school fees and exam fees. But you said us parents should handle that. Do you know how many lunches with friends I had to skip this past year because of that? If I jumped in to do things that Michael and you should be doing as parents, wouldn't that create its own problem? What problems? It's money, it's support. How could that create problems? Children need to see their parents taking responsibility. You've become so stingy since your husband died. I bet there's hidden money somewhere and inheritance from him. Are you lying about not having any? There isn't any. You must have savings, though. What else do you spend your money on? My finances are my private matter. Look, we're going to have problems if you don't help with the money. Are you saying it's okay for Alex to be the only one wearing jeans and a hoodie at orientation? If we can't pay the security deposit and first month's rent, he can't live on his own. Don't you care about your grandson? Again, isn't this the responsibility of you, his parents? Why should I have to cover everything? He's your grandson, right? You want to help, right? All grandmothers would spend whatever they can on their grandchildren. I don't know about what's common, but I at least believe parents should do what they can for their children first. We've done everything we could. We've sacrificed so much already. Of course, I'd help if there were special circumstances, but you're not struggling financially, are you? Of course not. We've never had trouble making ends meet. Then there's no need for me to cover everything. But I told you, I've been skipping lunches with my friends for the past year. That's your personal choice. It has nothing to do with Alex. How dare you dismiss my sacrifices like that? I've been saving every penny. And skipping social lunches while expecting others to pay for major expenses isn't exactly financial planning. Look, just shut up and give us the money for your grandson. If you don't, you'll never see Alex again. Keep that in mind. We'll be waiting for the money to be transferred to the usual account. Wait just a minute. No more discussion. Just transfer the money. You have until the end of the week. You can't just demand money and threaten me like this. Watch me. Either you help your grandson or you lose him. Your choice. This conversation isn't over, Sarah. Yes, it is. Money or no grandson. Simple as that.
Grandma, are you okay to talk right now?
Alex, what's wrong?
The other day when Mom and Dad suddenly visited you, I tried to stop them, but they wouldn't listen. I'm really sorry.
It's not your fault, Alex.
But they were talking about money again, weren't they? About the security deposit and stuff for my apartment. Dad and Mom are always talking to you about money. It's really embarrassing.
You're such a good boy, Alex. Thank you for worrying about me.
I've tried telling them to stop pressuring you, but they won't listen.
You shouldn't be caught in the middle of this.
Mom ended up getting angry and leaving early, even though you've done so much for us. I really don't know what Dad and Mom are thinking, but more importantly, Grandma, did you give Dad or Mom your credit card?
What? Credit card?
We're out shopping for furniture and appliances for my apartment, and they said they're paying by credit card. When I saw the card at checkout, it had your name on it.
I never gave them my credit card. I just checked my purse, and my card is missing.
I was afraid of that. Then Dad or Mom must have taken it when they visited last time. Maybe that's why Mom left early, so that you wouldn't figure out that she'd taken it.
No, surely not.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? They used to take money from the can you have next to the sugar jar, so it's not impossible. And Mom was definitely using your credit card like it was her own. Mom's been buying things for herself, too, not just apartment stuff.
What kind of things?
Designer bags, expensive clothes. She says it's to look proper for Harvard events.
Alex, are your parents having money problems?
I don't know, but ever since I got into Harvard, they've been going out drinking a lot and bragging about me. They keep telling everyone they're Harvard parents now.
What troublesome people. I'll cancel the credit card right away. Thank you for telling me.
I'm embarrassed about my own parents. I'm so sorry about all this. It's not much of an apology, but they're planning to have a proper celebration dinner for my college acceptance and coming of age at a nice restaurant. Please come, Grandma.
That's sweet of you to invite me. Thank you.
I really want you there. You're the only one who actually listens to me.
Is something else bothering you, Alex?
I'll tell you more later. I just want you to be at the celebration. I'll send you the details later. I'll make sure Mom and Dad know you're coming, too.
Hey, Marie, what's going on with the credit card? It's not working. Did you do something? I tried to go shopping and couldn't use it. I was so embarrassed. I don't know where you were trying to shop, but my card went missing from my purse, so I canceled it in case of fraud. You could have warned me before canceling it. Why would I warn you about my own credit card? Because your son has the card right now. You can't just cancel it when we're using it. Why do you have my card, and why are you trying to use it without saying anything to me? Don't act like this is some big deal. We're family. Taking someone's credit card without permission is a big deal. It's for your grandson, so it doesn't count as theft. Besides, you must have inheritance money from your husband. It's better for young people with a future to use the money than someone who doesn't have much time left.
Did you take it from my purse?
We borrowed it, and it wasn't me, it was Michael, and it's for Alex. Besides, we've already ordered so many things. You can't just cancel everything now.
What exactly have you ordered?
Just necessities for Alex, and a few small things for ourselves.
If this kind of behavior continues, I'm afraid I won't want you coming to my house anymore.
Never mind that. Are you free the second Saturday of next month?
Never mind that.
We're having Alex's celebration dinner. Surely that's more important than this credit card business.
Yes, Alex already told me about the celebration.
Getting into Harvard is a huge deal. It's never happened in either my family or Michael's family before. So, we're having a big celebration with all the relatives. My side of the family will be there in full force, so your side will come too, right? You want to celebrate your grandson's success, right? We're letting you be part of it, so make sure to keep your schedule clear.
As long as Alex wants me there, I'll come.
Also, could you bring about 10 relatives from your side?
That many? This seems like a very large gathering.
Well, from our side, we'll have my parents, my sister's family, my brother and his wife, my father's brother and his wife, my cousins, and my younger sister's family. That's at least 15 people total. For balance, you need to bring about 10 relatives. Otherwise, it'll look like only our side of the family cares about Alex.
10 people would be difficult, but why don't you invite whoever you'd like to come? You must have their contact information. It would be more proper for you as the hosts to send the invitations rather than me.
Huh? I don't have their contact information. Why would I keep track of your relatives?
But our relatives have been sending fruit baskets and birthday celebration gifts regularly, and they send Christmas presents too.
We didn't need to reply to those, so I never bothered keeping their addresses.
Are you saying you've been receiving gifts from not just us, but all our relatives, and never sent anything in return?
Is that necessary? It's just a waste of money. We've been spending so much on education and everything else to get Alex into Harvard.
I had no idea. Our relatives never mentioned anything.
They're probably too polite to complain. See, they understand about saving money for Alex's future.
That's not the point.
Please handle contacting them. By the way, the attendance fee is $1,000 per person, and that's separate from Alex's celebration gift.
What are you talking about?
It's a high-class restaurant. We need to make it special for Harvard.
That's an unreasonable amount.
So please, take care of that on your end.
Wait, Sarah, I can't gather relatives for an event with $1,000 attendance fee.
Why not? Your relatives seem well off, judging by their gifts.
That's not the point. Nobody expects to pay that much for a celebration dinner.
This isn't just any celebration, it's Harvard!
You keep saying Harvard like it justifies everything.
Because it does! Do you know how many people would kill to have their child go to Harvard?
That still doesn't justify these excessive demands.
Just get your relatives to come. They can afford it.
I need to know more details about this event before involving anyone.
What details? It's a dinner at a fancy restaurant for Harvard.
What about the actual arrangements, the menu, the schedule?
We'll figure that out once we know how many people are coming.
Shouldn't these things be decided before asking people to commit?
Just tell them to come and remind them about the attendance fee.
This is not how you plan a family celebration.
It's how we're planning this celebration. Make it happen.
I need time to think about this.
There's nothing to think about. Just get your relatives there with their money.
Wait, Sarah, I really would like to talk about this properly. Sarah? Please answer me. What's going on? I came because I was invited, but they're saying there's no seat for me. The staff told me my reservation wasn't even included in the count.
Well, we weren't sure if you were coming, and you never told us how many people you were bringing. This is your own fault.
What do you mean you weren't sure? Alex specifically invited me.
Alex isn't in charge of the guest list. I am.
I tried contacting you multiple times after that, but you ignored everything and only sent the location and time. And when I tried reaching Michael, he wouldn't even read my messages.
Oh, Michael blocked your messages.
He what?
Don't act so surprised. You've been difficult about everything lately.
How have I been difficult?
The credit card, the relatives, everything.
These are all issues you created.
We weren't sure if you were coming, and you never told us how many relatives were coming, so we didn't make reservations for your side. This isn't my fault, right? Besides, I heard something interesting. You're not even blood related to Michael, are you? You were his father's second wife, and Michael was his child from before? Michael said he always hated how some stranger acted like his mother.
Where is this coming from suddenly?
Michael told me everything. How you tried to replace his real mother.
I thought we discussed all this when you and Michael got married.
Well, now I know the truth. You're just a stepmother.
That doesn't change the years I spent raising him.
You keep calling Alex your grandson and talking about getting into Harvard. But when you really think about it, you're not even related by blood. You're just a stranger. We don't want you using Alex to brag about how you're grandmother to a Harvard student. So we've decided to cut ties. Now, would you please leave us alone?
Very well.
Huh? Why are you suddenly acting different? Aren't you going to argue?
If that's what you want, I'll make sure not to associate with you as anything more than strangers from now on. My relatives and I will take our leave.
Wait, what about your relatives? Aren't they coming?
As you said, we're strangers now.
But we were counting on their attendance fees.
Goodbye, Sarah. I hope you enjoy your celebration.
Wait, are you really leaving?
Isn't that what you just asked me to do?
But the attendance fees.
Strangers don't pay for each other's parties.
You're being petty now.
No, I'm simply respecting your wishes.
Fine, leave. See if we care.
Goodbye, Sarah. Give my best to Alex.
Don't pretend you care about Alex now.
I'll always care about Alex, but you've made your position clear.
Just go already!
One last thing. You might want to check your mail in the coming days.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll see. Goodbye.
What's the meaning of this bill? You can't be serious!
It's a bill for Alex's college tuition and your credit card charges. Everything you should have paid for.
You must be joking. This is ridiculous!
Every charge is itemized and documented.
What?
We're strangers now, right? So there's no reason for me to pay for all of this.
You can't do this to us!
I'm simply treating this as a business matter between strangers.
Wait, did you mention Alex's college tuition? What?
Don't tell me you didn't know. Michael didn't tell you.
Tell me what? What are you talking about?
Michael came to me asking for help with Alex's college tuition, saying that you needed it all paid up front. I paid everything, thinking it was for Alex's future.
That's impossible. Michael said he handled it.
He handled it by asking me for money.
I never heard about this. I thought Michael paid for it.
He said he'd pay me back eventually, but after your behavior at the celebration and everything else that's built up over time, I've lost all trust. So I want it back now, all at once.
That's impossible. You can't demand everything at once. We need money for Alex's living expenses while he's at college.
The tuition isn't really the issue. The bigger problem is the credit card. The charges are quite large. In looking at the statement, I see women's perfume, luxury brand shopping. These were your purchases, weren't they? So you should pay for them.
Those were necessary purchases for Harvard events.
Designer handbags were necessary for Harvard?
Wait a minute, but that money is from Michael's dad's inheritance, right? Michael, as his blood-related son, should have inherited everything.
The primary inheritor is the spouse.
That's not fair. Blood relations should come first.
The law disagrees with you.
Blood relations are more important than strangers, so basically, all your money is really Michael's dad's money. Which means it's eventually going to be Michael's money, so we don't need to pay it back, right?
That's quite some logic, but unfortunately for you, my money is my money. It's money I earned myself, as you both confirmed when he passed away. There was hardly any inheritance, don't you remember? You were so disappointed.
Yeah, so does that mean you were hiding it? You must have hidden the real inheritance somewhere.
Weren't you the ones who turned the house upside down searching, and when you found nothing, left without helping with the cleaning, organizing, or dealing with his belongings?
Then where did all that money come from?
I work. I'm the vice president of the company my brother inherited from our father.
What? Vice president?
My husband was my brother's colleague. My brother introduced us, and we started dating. Originally, my husband was supposed to become vice president, but when he fell ill, I took the position instead.
Wait, Michael never told me any of this.
Michael probably thinks his father just had a good position at some company. He probably thought I was just some office worker too. That boy never was good at listening to other people properly.
This can't be. So, you're the one with money? Your family is wealthy?
Didn't you notice all the expensive fruit and gifts from my relatives over the years?
Come to think of it, but I always thought they were from your husband's side.
Now that you understand where my money comes from, how about paying back what you owe me as detailed in this bill?
Are you saying it's okay if Alex can't go to Harvard?
The tuition's already been paid, hasn't it?
If we have to take out loans to pay you back now, we won't be able to afford Alex's college expenses.
Why would that be? Harvard's expensive, but you were planning to send him there anyway. It's strange that you wouldn't have the money.
Well, we were counting on you and the relatives.
You were planning to rely on others for your child's education?
Everyone relies on family.
Not to the extent you do.
If I have to pay for tuition, I'll have to cut back on my lunches, and I won't be able to go on vacations. I won't be able to buy things I want.
Don't be ridiculous. If you can't understand what your priorities should be, you don't deserve any help. I won't have any mercy.
You're being cruel.
Besides, Alex said he's not going to Harvard anyway. So you won't need tuition money. Just pay back what you owe me immediately.
What? He's not going to Harvard? Why?
I heard everything from Alex, that Harvard wasn't even the school he wanted to go to. That you submitted his application without his permission. That he only took the entrance exam for your vanity. He's been quietly preparing to do what he really wants to do, and he said he's done living with you.
That's not true! Alex was thrilled about Harvard!
Did you ever actually ask him?
He studied so hard for it.
Because you gave him no choice.
Wait, I can't get in touch with Alex. Where is he? I just went to his room and all his things are gone.
You never really saw Alex for who he was, did you? He's an adult now, and he's chosen to walk his own path.
But after finally getting into Harvard, you must know where he is. Tell me!
Since I'm just a stranger, I'll take my leave now. Please pay the amount requested by the due date.
You can't just walk away from this. Wait, Marie, are you saying it's okay if your son ends up drowning in debt? Besides, about being family, as vice president, surely Michael should inherit your position.
Now you want to talk about family?
We can work something out. Michael is your son, after all.
Family? We're strangers, remember? After all, we never did the legal adoption paperwork.
What do you mean you never did the legal adoption?
Without legal adoption, we're not legally parent and child. I married his father, but I never legally adopted Michael, so I'm not legally his mother. So you were right, we are strangers. Trying to butter me up now won't get you anywhere. Both of you need to work honestly and pay back what you owe. Goodbye.
You can't do this! Think about Michael's future! Wait, if I had known you were wealthy, I would never have done any of this!
That's quite revealing, Sarah. Goodbye.
Please, we can fix this. We can be family again.
The bill is due in 30 days. Good luck. When they didn't pay by the due date, I hired a lawyer and formally demanded payment from Michael and Sarah for both the college tuition and unauthorized credit card charges. They ended up having to comply with the payment and took out loans to pay everything back at once. While they had planned to rely on their Harvard-bound son with a promising future to support them, Alex rejected Harvard and disappeared. They lost both their money and their son. I hear they're still trying to find Alex, but he's actually no longer in the country. He's abroad, so it will be difficult for them to meet. I'm planning to visit Alex during my next long vacation.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.